Hello everyone. Today I'm going to give a tutorial on how to, first of all, decorate your art fight page and also how to upload characters. To start, I'm going to show you all how to decorate your page, including all your little graphics, links, and whatnot. So let's get started. So where I normally look for a lot of my page decorations is going to be Tumblr. I'll usually look up favicons first. Then I'll try Pixel Dump. Then I'll also look up card resources, which tend to be more still images over favicons and Pixel Dump being more animated. This is just what my page currently looks like. You don't have to have all of this on your page. You can make it really simple. I just tend to do too much. So, I actually have to change this right here to what team I'm on. I like to put my status, like what I'm currently doing. I have my name, pronouns, age, and also that I'm participating this year. You don't need that, but you can have that. Just some little, I guess, like permissions that people might not check my actual like global permissions for. I do friendly fire and revenge. I have a 100% revenge ratio. I always revenge, no matter what. Feel free to ask questions about my characters, and if I hit a character you wanted to draw, let me know, and I'll unhide them. People don't always look at this, and that's fine. And then also, this is a little personal thing I do. Starting 2023, Werewolves vs. Vampires year, I started making the titles of all my attacks song titles. So I link my playlists there. We also have here ID cards. There are like official ones that are uploaded by Artfight on their Toy House and in their Discord, but you can also use your own that you make, or you can use ones that others make that aren't like official Artfight assets. Yeah, they're just fun to fill out. Sometimes people don't use ID cards and they list the information anyway. That is totally fine. I also link to my girlfriend's art page and one of my friends. I have 2 more friends joining this year, so they'll also eventually get added. And then because last year was Seafoam versus Stardust, I gave some characters that kind of matched the themes in case people wanted to draw them. And then I have my blinkies and my stamps. I started these last year and I will never look back. So let's move on to how to actually decorate your Artfight page. So back on Artfight, get to your main page if you don't know how to do that. You can see there's the image loading issue. Once you're on your profile, you can click this little button right here, edit, and it will take you to, this whole screen. This is what we're going to be looking for. You can click here to full screen it. Most of this I'm going to delete. There is some stuff I'm going to keep, like this stamp here, this guy, time for him to go. I'll change all of these colors once I change all my GIFs. Get rid of that one. These borders I'm also going to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of this GIF that's in between my friends' little icons. So now what I would recommend for the images that you are going to use, you can either link them directly from the Tumblr page or wherever else you find your images, such as Wiki or just Google. You can use that direct link, or you can download the image and save it to an image hosting site like Imgur or FileGarden. This ensures that you will maintain access to the image if it gets deleted from its original source. So yeah, I've just downloaded all of my stuff to FileGarden, and I'm going to go ahead and put it into ArtPaint. I will show you guys one quick example, one easy way to get your team stamps. So these are where I'm going to put mine. Stardust actually won last year, so I'm going to replace that with my winning stamp. If you go up here, you see a little smiley face, a yellow smiley face. It's going to show you all of ArtPaint's official emojis. If you click more, it'll show you stamps from all the previous years. And then we got Stardust right here. So I click on that and it adds it to my page. Very simple, very easy. You can also link them from the Toy House or from DeviantArt. I think they might be on Tumblr too. You can link them from anywhere that is not Discord, pretty much, because they will stay pretty permanently. So I have quite a few things saved in FileGarden, including this little stamp that I think I'm just going to throw into my stamps category. So it gives you a URL. If you just copy that and bring it to your page, let's just put it next to the rest of my stamps. You're going to click on this little picture icon, and then you're going to insert the URL of your image. It gives you can change its width and height if you so choose. Otherwise, it's going to be the same size as whatever its original size is. Insert that. Normally stamps stay the same size, so you don't have to worry too much about changing them. And then there we go. We have the image inserted. So that's how you insert images. Let me go ahead and show you with a divider. So same process. We're going to go ahead and go to the URL. I'm going to copy the link and come to where we want to insert this divider. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it here, but I'm just going to put it here for now. And go back to the insert an image, paste the URL, and insert it. And then there we go. I'm actually going to go ahead and exit full screen. As you can see, it still shows it fine right here. And where I put the other one, right here. Just going to show you all really quick how to do this. Make sure before you leave this screen or input any information anywhere else in any other box, click submit, and that will, solidify your all your little blinkies and your dividers and whatnot. That way, all your hard work does not go to waste. You can also do this in between every individual step if you want. I sometimes do that if I'm going super overboard like I normally do. That way, none of my decorations get deleted. So now, we go back to my profile. Oh, it looks like my Stardust stamp isn't working for some reason, but I will fix that. So yeah, that's a pretty quick, easy way to decorate your profile. I'm gonna go ahead and add in all my decorations, do a little off-camera mining, and then I will be back. Alright, so many hours later, pretty much completed my profile decorating. A little look-see. This is what I've got going on. It's pretty much done. I have to add my other friends, but I'm waiting for ArtFit to start to make their little icons. For the points, got all my featured characters. I have them twice, pretty much, but I thought of this concept and I thought it was cool. So they're there twice. Plus, something important that I'm going to show you guys. When you click on each of these on my profile. Will take you to the characters. This one, I couldn't figure out how to set up. Link it to both of them, so it just links to stylus, and then you're able to find Vitriol's page through styluses. But I wanted to show you guys how to link things to images. So I left Karen for last. What you're gonna do is you're gonna copy whatever link. You're gonna go into your profile settings, go into your editing, select whichever image you want to add a link to, and then right next to where you insert an image, there's an insert a link. I'm gonna copy and paste your URL, insert, and submit. Let's do a little refresh here, and then once you click that image, it will take you to characters page or whatever link you had set up. So with that, your profile is complete. This is mine. As you can see, I went for a cowboy theme with a little bit of, fossils here and there. It was really hard to find things for fossils theme, but I think it worked out pretty well. I like it. I think it's cool. Yeah. Now, we're going to move on to how to upload your own character profiles. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to submit a character page. So you're going to go up to the top and click submit up here and then choose character. Then you can add name, description. Normally I use the same format for my character descriptions, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like using Tenant. I'll do gender, pronouns, species, and then general job title or whatever else I want to put in their description right here. Then I'll put personality in bold and italics. As well as character info. I'm a little bit extra when it comes to my character profiles, so you definitely don't need to do the separate categories. You can just write it however you want, but this is just how I do it. And then one other thing that I sometimes do to link one character to another is I'll just highlight their name, and then here where you put a URL, you put a link to that character's page, and then it pretty simply links them together. So that way if someone's on your character's page, then they can find other characters that they have connections with pretty easily. And then for some of my characters, I have these relationship charts, so I'm going to go ahead and insert them here. You do it the same as you would on your main profile. You click the image button, you insert the URL, and you can change the width and the height. Normally, I'll just input a number for one of them, and it will change the other accordingly. So I'll usually just put in the width, and then it changes the height to match. And then you can also have individual character permissions separate from your global permissions. in case there's anything that's different for your character. Usually I'll just add if I'm okay with their outfit being changed. Normally I also add just to stick to their aesthetic, which people generally listen to. And then sometimes I'll also add if I really want a character to be drawn with another character. Then scrolling down a little bit, you have your character filters. If they need a content filter, you can click yes. Same with your credits for did you design this character, and if you have a link to the species sheet. Then here's how you're going to upload your images. Your main image is usually going to be your full reference sheet. And then your thumbnail image, you can click the same image. And then in Artfight, you can crop it. That way you don't have to mess around with the image size outside of Artfight. It'll just automatically change it to the 200 by 200 needs to be. You can click, did you create this image? Yes or no. If you didn't, then you can put in the artist's name and URL who did create it. In this case, I did create it, so I'm going to click yes. And then if you need a content filter, here's a list of them. You can hover over the question marks for more information on each of them, or you can go to the larger filter page that Artfight supplies. That way you can look at the different image examples. This also applies for the character filters that would put a general filter over the character itself. And then here I'm just showing you what it would look like if you did need to link a species sheet or link the original designer to the character, which is the same as if you didn't create the image that you're uploading. And then you can also add tags. I tend to tag species. If they're in D&D, I'll add their class. I'll also add their occupation or any other general terms that I think would apply to them that people might look up. And then besides that, I'll kind of treat it like Tumblr tags and just kind of talk to myself. And then sometimes I use a symbol guide for my characters to indicate who's in the same universe. In this case, the universe that Bitsy is in, I use an asterisk for it. And then you are complete. So you can click submit a character. Takes a minute, and then it will go ahead and upload your character. You can see Bitsy's entire sheet. That's a little small, so I'm going to end up changing that. Right here, you can see your character controls. You can choose if you want to hide, archive, or delete it. And then to upload a second image, you're going to go to the image tab and then scroll a little bit down to upload image. You can upload a new main image, and then same with the thumbnail image. You can use the same image and then just crop it using Artfight's cropping tool. Here you can make a border decoration if you choose to. These do have to be the 200 by 200. Real quick, I'll show you what it looks like. I'm not going to be using this, but this is just an example of what a border decoration would look like. And then you can move that around freely, and it'll move with your cursor just to show you what each area of the image will look like with the border over it. That way you don't have to replace it each time. So when you're done with that, it's going to be the same as when you initially uploaded your character. Did you create this image? Does it need a content filter? Change that accordingly. And then you are ready to submit your character. Back to Bitsy, you can see the second image there, and you can click between the two. And also, if you wanted to change the main image and the thumbnail image that appears for your character, you can just click on the image under that box and then click submit. So changing the main image without changing the thumbnail will just make them not match. Usually if you want them, the thumbnail and the main image that appears when you first click on a character to match, then you'll just click on the same images. Like in this example, I have Bitsy's ref as the thumbnail image, but the sketch will pop up since I changed that to the main image. Here's where you can change your character permissions. This will appear on every single character. You don't have to change this per character. Normally I put what I'm okay with, what I'm not okay with, and a neutral that depends on the character, or unless I state it otherwise for a character and their specific permissions. And then here's also my symbol guide, which I will add on characters that are in the same universe, like I said. And then one other thing, if you wanted to change the order that your characters appear on your page, you would go up to your profile, click that down arrow, and go to Manage Characters. And then from there, you're able to move them around. You can change the order by the number, or you can just drag them by the little arrows. You can also see your archived characters here as well. Back on active characters, I'll go ahead and show you how you can move your characters around. It's pretty simple. You can just drag them to wherever you want to be. Typically, people will sort their characters by who they want drawn the most. In my case, I will sort mine by my Sonas, then my D&D characters in order of when I created them or when I played them. Then I have my miscellaneous characters, then my Genshin and Honkai Star Rail characters, Minecraft, Warrior Cats, then all of my Homestuck adjacent characters. Make sure you click Save Sort Order before moving this page. That way it saves the order when you go back to your page. And with that, then you are done and have changed the order of your characters. And with that, you are now complete editing your Artfight page characters. Is all helpful, and happy Artfight everyone that's watching and participating.